Hi everybody, it's Eddie Z here, and today is Saturday, July 13th. It's about 2:15 p.m. and I'm excited because after scanning hundreds of charts, I've spotted this stock right here. Now take a look at this. This is a cup and handle breakout that happened in early February. This is a perfectly set up cup and handle. Once it made a new high on this day right here, you see this enormous volume, the highest volume the stock had going back at least 9 months to new high level. That's when the breakout occurred from the cup and handle. As you know, the cup and handle is one of the 4 chart patterns that we trade. The stock went from approximately 1364 all the way up here past 20. That's over 50% return in this stock right here. Then the stock set up this flat base here and it broke out on heavy volume. A breakout right above 20-ish, and then it got up to 24. Not the biggest move in the world, but we can see way more above average volume when the stock was up, represented by the blue line versus the red line down days. Now it is setting up another high handle, and what I like about this high handle is that it's very tight. It's trading very tightly in here. This is a much tighter pattern than we saw in this handle or even what we see in this flat base here. And notice that the volume is trading way below average. That's usually a sign that a stock is getting ready to take off again. Of course, there's no guarantees. If you're wondering what this stock is, it is symbol HOOD. It's Robinhood. So where do we buy this stock on a breakout? Where do we look for potentially a breakout? Well, if we zoom in on a 60-minute chart, here we have a 60-minute chart zoomed in. We can see the stock has a good uptrend. If you start here at 17, gets up to 24, and now we can see another cup and handle on the 60. So the first place I would look to buy the stock on a breakout on above average volume is above this high. We're looking for a trade of 23.43. Now, if a stock like Hood gaps up, in other words, right at 9:30 when the market opens, if this stock gaps higher, we don't want to chase a gap opening. We want to wait for that first 15 minutes to go by. We don't trade stocks in the first 15 minutes. We wait for that first 15 minutes to go by, 9:45 Eastern. That's our opening bell. Then you take a look at the stock. If it's just blowing up, you don't want to chase it. You want to have it form some type of high handle on a 5-minute chart and look for a better entry. So the stock of the week is Robinhood, HOOD. Now you might ask, why do I love high handles so much? And I want to show you why. Take a look at this stock right here. This is a stock we had in our members area back in January. Stock broke out from a 5-week flat base right here on beautiful volume around 20, worked its way up to 27, and then it formed a high handle, took off, ran all the way up here into the 30s. Then it formed this high handle right here, and we actually had it in our members area on April 10th. So before the market opened on April 10th, I put this on our top 10 stock picks for the day with a potential breakout of 41.26, which was right above this high right here. The very next day, now I didn't know this was going to happen. I just know when a stock breaks out on extraordinary volume, they have a tendency to explode. This stock traded record volume and ran all the way up and closed at 47.04, an amazing run. Now, when a stock does that, many times you can see news happen. In this case, the next day, this stock was bought out at $64 a share. $64 a share. So I'm not telling you that this is what's going to happen with Hood, but every once in a while, if you can find one of these 4 chart patterns and you catch the breakout, every once in a while, they do point to some kind of insider information. Something's going on behind the scenes. You have a much higher probability of participating in something like this ALPN if you trade a breakout. Now, of course, this is an outlier. This doesn't happen all the time. If you would like to learn exactly how we find these stocks, these 4 chart patterns we trade, and learn a painless strategy for trading them, please join us for this week's trading event. The link is below the video or it's in the YouTube description below the video. Also, do not hesitate to subscribe to this channel. All the best. May the trend be with you, and I will see you next week. Signing off, Eddie Z. All the best.